makes a living out of light exposure. This doctor makes a living out of germ exposure. This psychologist makes a living out of exposure to bad influence. This shopaholic spends her money due to too much media exposure. And this ice block is melting due to heat exposure. This investment is volatile due to equity exposure. And this investment cannot beat inflation due to too much cash exposure. The underlying exposure of an investment determines the outcome. You can have various exposures to equity, foreign, cash, property, bonds, and some other asset classes, and your weightings or allocations to these asset classes will determine the outcome over time. In this investment, there's a high equity exposure, which means it will be volatile, but also can get a high return over time. This has a large exposure to bonds and cash, which means it's less volatile, but will have a lower return outcome over time. This has a high foreign exposure, which means it will be sensitive in short terms to currency changes, but potential high returns can be expected over long terms. And this is it for exposure.